If you ever find yourself shopping in this section of the grocery store, you know that these Mountain House meals are very expensive. As you can see, most of them are about $10 for 2 servings. And these don't actually have that much food in them. I think they probably fill up maybe 1 person. I don't think 2. Definitely not 2 grown men or 2 of myself. I'm gonna see if I can make these using my Harvest Right freeze dryer for much cheaper than $5 per serving. My goal is $1. Do we think we can do it? I'm gonna copy this Mountain House meal, the chicken fajita bowl. We need to go do some grocery shopping and see what we can buy that fits in our budget. I'm gonna try to make 12 meals, so my budget should be around $12. Let's go. Here's how my cart looks. We spent about $16. Let's get these home and get to cooking. I'm prepping the Spanish style rice in my rice cooker with 4 cups of white rice and 2 cups of salsa. I think I did 6 cups of water. Yes, it was a total of 8 cups of liquid for my 4 cups of rice. And then I just turned my rice cooker on and hit white rice button. While that's cooking, I'm gonna get my ground turkey going. This is the taco season, so it's already gonna be nice and flavorful. I'm just gonna brown that up. Next, I'm gonna add in my onion and pepper mix. I just put it in straight from frozen, saute that up, and then I will also be adding the corn. My 2 cans of black beans, which I did drain and rinse before putting them into the pot. And lastly, I am adding my taco seasoning, and I am just gonna let this all simmer together while I get my trays ready. My freeze dryer has 4 trays, and I am using my tray liners that I get from Amazon that work great. The rice is done, and I've gotta give it a little taste test. Okay, yeah, it actually tastes really good. I'm scooping my rice into 12 even piles on my trays. I did end up with some rice left over. And then I'm gonna put my meat mixture on top. This will just be helpful for when the food is done. I can just know how much is in each serving. I've got 12 evenly portioned meals. I am using my Harvest Right tray lids because I am pre-freezing these, and these allow me to stack up my trays nicely so I can stick them in the freezer. Good morning! It is the next day. I am getting ready to get my freeze dryer trays into my freeze dryer, so I'm just going to do my settings. It's at -10 degrees, 0 extra freeze time because I pre-froze these. They don't need extra freeze time. Dry temp 125, extra dry time 6 hours. I'm going to hit save and start and wait our 15-minute cool down. My freeze dryer room gets really warm when the machine is running, so I always like to make sure that I unlock the window first and then open it when the weather's permitting to keep it nice and cool in here. We live in Alaska and we do not have air conditioning in our home. My freeze dryer is in my basement, which is a cooler environment, but it's just in a bedroom down here, and so it sometimes can get really warm. Here's what I'm up to in Alaska today. We are on a hike at Thunderbird Falls. It is sunny and gorgeous out, so we had to take advantage of the beautiful weather. I am super happy. Our freeze dryer is ready. It has been freeze drying for 27 hours. We are well into our extra dry time. We just got home from that gorgeous hike. Our freeze dryer is ready. It has been freeze drying for a total of 27 hours. We're gonna pull these out and see how they're looking. Here is how they look. You can see they just are kind of one solid little piece. I'm gonna be packaging these up in Mylar bags, so let me find them. I think these Mylar bags are gonna be the perfect size. They are the ones from Avid Armor, but I did get these on Amazon. You can also get them on the Avid Armor website. I will have them both linked in the video description for you. These are 6x8 bags. I'm not gonna vacuum pack them. I'm just gonna put them in these bags with oxygen absorbers and heat seal them closed. Okay, I made an amateur freeze drying mistake. I'm usually very good about making sure my food is fully freeze dried before taking out of the freeze dryer. I don't know why I forgot to do this step. I usually, when it's in the extra dry process, will pull a tray out, weigh it, put it back in, dry it for 2 more hours, weigh it again. If the weight is changing, then your food is still freeze drying and not fully done. If the weight stays the same, then you know it has fully freeze dried. When I started breaking apart this food, it feels cold inside, which if it's still cold, that means it's not fully dried. It still has moisture in there. Bummer. So I'm actually gonna rerun these again for a couple of more hours and see where we're at. I'm doing bad at being a videographer. When I restarted my cycle, I had to start it as a brand new cycle. If you hit this leaf here at the top, it can let you skip to the next step. So I didn't cool it down because my freeze dryer already had cooling in it. I didn't need to freeze. I just needed to go back to the drying phase. So I just pushed this until it said drying. It kicked on my vacuum pump and now we're gonna be good to go. I did grab my scale, so I weighed my trays. In a few hours, I will come back and reweigh them and we will see where we're at. These have been going another 2 hours, so I am just gonna pop them out and see if they are ready to be done. You hit the little leaf in the corner, open your drain valve, and then it'll allow you to open the door and test the tray. One of my trays is 6 grams lower than it was before, which means it definitely did need more freeze drying time. So now we get to put it in again for longer and we'll be able to see if we are where we need to be or if we still need more time. We are just gonna hit more dry time. Close, drain valve, continue. I'm gonna add a few more hours. There we go. We will check back in probably 1 hour. I just did my weigh test and we are good to go. We can finally get these out of the freeze dryer so we can package them up. Look how cute these look. Here are my MREs. I just need to label them. If you remember, I'm terrible at remembering to label my bags. I sometimes end up with mystery freeze-dried food in my cabinet. So I'm not gonna do that. I am gonna take the time to label these so that I know what is in them. I saved just one little piece for me to rehydrate and do a taste test. I didn't want to waste an entire MRE meal just doing a taste test when I don't need to eat it. I do want to rehydrate it just so we can see the consistency and the taste to see if it really is a win. But I think it's going to be good. Let's head upstairs, rehydrate this little amount of our chicken fajita dish, and see how it tastes. If you hear screaming, it's kind of a madhouse out here right now. Our weather's amazing today. So the kids have been outside the entire day. We did our hike earlier, and now we've just been outside playing with friends. It's been so great. But if you hear, as usual, the screaming, it's the kids. Decided to come outside to the sunshine to do my taste test. I'm really impressed that it's not like soggy or anything. That's so good. Everything's rehydrated. Super good. This really is so good. So for the cost breakdown, we spent $16, around $16. We got 12 MREs. I did have some leftover foods from, oh wow, there's a bee. I had some leftover like rice and some leftover corn. So I'm gonna say we spent $15. So we are at $1.25 per serving on our MREs, which sure beats the $5 per serving that you get with the Mountain House ones from Walmart. I've got a video here where I freeze dried 4 different MRE meals. I did it a little different style than the ones that I did in today's video, so you'll definitely want to check that out. I will have it linked here. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to keep seeing all of the meal prepping stuff that I do here. I will catch you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.